Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra. So, last time we had a big long talk, and we were essentially assaulted by Kiara, which is, as you will see, it's nothing new. Anyways, right now we're gonna go ahead and go into the labyrinth. So, without any further else, let's go. Floor 1 is accessible. The Sentinel is Rentoseka. Let's go. We do have the same thing, the dungeon levels are still there. Alright, let's keep going. There's nothing. Alright, I had to keep moving Hakuno here because that thing hides the subtitles. Anyways, let's keep going. There's nothing really you can miss in Chapter 1, at least until New Game Plus, where you can miss stuff. So, for now we can just go ahead and grind a little bit. This is going to be straight defense, so we're good on that front. See you later. Then we have a new enemy over there. Again, just break everything. There we go. Come on, now we have, seriously, let's try triangle strategy. That didn't work. Let's see what the auto says for us, right? At this point, guessing and actually doing auto is basically the same thing, so. Level up. Alright, so. Here we are with the thing. It's a shield from yesterday. According to Kiara, this is Rin's mountain wall. I tried pushing on it, but it won't budge. Like I thought, I need to look at this inner working of Rin's heart thing. Luckily, the labyrinth doesn't end here. I should start by walking around where I can. Indeed, we can go over this direction. A mind-numbing, scarlet fragrance. Traitor, be cautious. Something wicked seems to lie before us. Sakura, please scan that building. Can you ascertain if anything? Well, the thing is, that building alone is difficult to scan. That structure is different from the rest, as if it was extended out from behind. That sounds more suspicious. Rin and Lancer's secret room, maybe? To break through the shield, Rin's secrets are necessary. That's what Kara said. It would be nice if that building had held a clue. Yes, I would like more information. If you just a crumb of it, please investigate, Hakuno. Be very careful. We never know when Miss Tosaka and Lancer might try to start a fight. Indeed. Let's get going then. Again, we can just do this then, since we have no idea what the hell they're gonna do. There we go. Let's see, do they force us to go there? They do. Please wait, before going ahead, please investigate the building in front of you. Alright, let's see what it is. I already know what it is, but yeah. It's gonna be something. Yep. That sure is something, isn't it? The moment I entered the area, a chill ran up my spine. Splattered across the chamber, crimson, dripping from all fixed bodies, crimson, gradually pooling on the floor, crimson. A surface of crimson, surface of anguish, surface of sanguine prison not of this world. On the opposite side were the figures of people sewn into the walls like insect specimens. Blood gushes from the beast's pierced scars on their sides, shoulders, and arms. How awful. Can you tear down that wall, Hakuno? It won't break, huh? Figures. Only the arena administrator can. At a glance, they appear to be human, but Sakura, which are they? NPCs or masters? Both. They're probably just like you. All fiber frames captured from the near side. I would assume that those people were unable to escape to the old school building and taken prisoner in the labyrinth. No way. This means that if we had slipped up even once, we would have ended up as one of them. So sleepy, tired, huh? Is someone there? They're still conscious. There's people with their blood wrung out are alive. It is too early to be rejoicing, Praetor. They are definitely alive, yet what makes this conduct all the more cruel? Yeah, can you imagine being bled out, but still being alive? Must be horrible, really. Saber is staring morosely at those pinned people. Still, they're alive. Maybe I can't save them right now, but if I can find a way to later... give it back, please, no more. I'll sit here forever, just give... Come on, please give it back. Give it back. Give it back, give it back. Give me back my abilities. So that's how it is. The NPCs had their blood, their data extracted as far as their self-restoration can handle. And masters are having their magic circuits extracted. The very quality that makes up a wizard's natural-born talent. The reverse of a designer, baby. And, you would know, right? Because of, what's his name again? Leo. The reverse of a designer, baby. In this room, geniuses are physically turned into common folk. In the past, I fought against a servant with a similar skill. With territory creation and an A-rank equivalent in torturing skill, it was a specialized in killing, not combat. Shinami, no need to stick around. There's no saving these captured masters. Hurry on ahead before they drag you down with them. Julia's instructions were cold-hearted, but he didn't say them with cruelty. Maybe it's just my imagination, but he's acting like he's generally concerned about Hakuno Shinami. But beyond the window, more unnamed masters are weeping. While wholly skewered by a lance-shaped object, the young man, a former master, continues wailing. He called out for his proof as a wizard to get back his powers, to move freely into cyberspace. That could be called the basis of his existence, his privilege. I was naive in my understanding. I still wasn't considering Rin as a self-proclaimed castle lord as our enemy. But this garnet is far too inhumane. As a master, I still have yet to regain my self-awareness, my strength, even my memory. However, I at least understand this. I must not give this carnage a pass. Even if Rin is my opponent, I have to face her head on. You may have lost your memories, but the luster of your spirit has not dulled. Your rage is like a blue flame. In your battle with that girl, unleash that rage as a conflagration. Saber's voice loosens my stranded mind. I slowly take a deep breath, leaving my resolve as it is. I relax my entirely strained body. Even if I can only take this anger or justice stuff to harden my heart, my body remembers how to be satisfied without fighting. Don't make me repeat our instructions. What good will it do if you stick around? If you really want to save them, find the source of all this. Julius is right. I turn my back to the carnage and walk out, just like when I was in that blackened school. Okay, Hakuno, what do you think of this torture chamber? Do you think it's what Kiara was talking about? Is this Miss Tosaka's secret, which we need to open up that shield? No, I don't think so. This isn't Rin's secret. I don't think this torture chamber is a secret of Rin's. Rin Tosaka is definitely a danger to be around, but she was never one to do something so evil as this. Memories may be fragmented, but I'm sure I'm not wrong about that. Probably. Yes, I feel the same way. Since we're talking about Miss Tosaka's secret, it must be more amusing than this. Her secret could be in other places. Let's start by checking every nook and cranny of this floor. Indeed. there's still a little bit more of this map, so let's take care of that. Onwards and onwards. Nice little sunset we have there. Yeah, it's probably something like this. Ah, it's guard then. Okay, so it's a break, and then attack. Got it. Yeah, oh, this time he's gonna use break. Let's do that one. Ah, never mind. We critical. We crit. Oh my god. We got a crit. Oh, look who it is. Hey there, how's it going? Dang it, I've done something horrible and stupid. The last thing I would have done is let Kishinami see such a disgraceful sight. Is that Rin? She's facing the setting sun and appears to be swooning in pain. We stayed on our guard as we stepped forward. Rin noticed us soon after and turned around. Kishinami, why are you here? When did you trespass here? I really can't afford to take my eyes off you for a second. I'll kick you out of this labyrinth right now. Please be careful, Kishinami. The servant is, not detected? What? You're still all silent, looking disappointed. I am the Queen of the Moon. I don't deal with insects like you myself. So, like, I'm not going easy on you or anything. They amp up her tsundere character more and more in this game. Well, how very interesting. However, it appears this thing intends to defend the labyrinth. Ready yourself, master. Alright, so I can safely, I think I am gonna go for this. Nice little triangle strategy. Well, I was wrong, but still. Nice critical there. And use the skill too, wonderful. Oh yeah, now this game actually has ways for us to restore our servant's MP, which is a lot better than in the last game, which we only had one small skill to do that. Let's skill up. Let's use this, let's just use this. You don't really have much going on, so let's go. Does a lot more damage, that's pretty good. Got him the skill, we're good, really. One more. Ah, he guarded, that sucks. No, we still got, let's go for this. Even. We got hit. We got hit. We got to that, and we're done here. Almost 2 levels in a row. Well done. Seems to get accustomed to battling. The way Miss Tosaka was acting just now, I think it was had finally seized her secret. No, just one thing. It didn't seem too easy. It was too unexpectedly out in the open to be her secret. Secrets might be like that, more than you would expect. Although it's true that we don't know enough to say for sure. Sakura, where do you sense Miss Tosaka is right now? Sight of rings have stopped near the shield presently. I cannot measure beyond that. Let's briefly return to the shield, and let's acknowledge Miss Tosaka in her next contact with her. Maybe we can expose her secret this time. Now that she's aware of us, it's possible that Miss Tosaka may join up with Lancer. Hopefully we can catch up to her before that happens. Alright, before we go back there, let's go ahead and grab ourselves our first equip item here, the Phoenix Scarf. And oh, by the way, every time we level up we get shield, so yeah, there's that. This game in general has a lot of good how do we say, yeah, we got our heal right here and there. Quality of life improvements compared to extra. The game is still basically an RNG hell, but it's a lot. It's a lot more manageable, I guess you could say. Let's see if we can level up with this one. There we go. Yeah, close. And skills are a lot faster too. Huh? That crack came from down the corridor. Oh, there's Lancer, alright. No, I'm begging you, spare me. I won't run anymore. Please don't stab me with that. Anymore? Yeah, she's a lot different than her other appearances, and even in Excel, she's a bit different. No, but no, stop, I'll vanish this time, so... Oops, sorry. Alongside loud laughter, the shrieking ceased, and befitting of the cyberspace was the smell of fresh blood. As we ran in, we saw the figure of that red Lancer. The owner of those shrieks was nowhere to be found. Maybe Lancer caused that person to be transported somewhere else. I support Saber's opinion. We were expecting Rin and Lancer to be waiting for us, raring to go. In our next encounter with them, this is pretty anticlimactic. Lancer points at us. This question seems to be for Hakuno Kishinami rather than for Saber. Alright, let's I'm gonna go where all of them. Let's start with this arena, the Sakura Labyrinth. Alright, now we can go for that one. Did a murder happen here?
べられるだけの生き物のくせに私から逃げるなんてありえないからお仕置きしてあげたの。
And then it repeats over here, and then the funny option. Well, we were not to talk.
言ったわね。確かに言ったわ私。
Silence fell. Alright, let's take this opportunity to quickly retreat. We have the chance to take her on since Rin isn't here, but I would prefer to do nothing to do with this servant if possible.
あんたが悪いんじゃないの？あんなの比喩に決まってるじゃない。喋りなさいよ。死後禁止とかそんなのどうやったって会話にならないじゃない。
Now then, what to do? We never dealt with this type of servant before. Should we trade blows with her or wait to see what happens? Our objective this time around is to observe and investigate Rentosika. To that end, fighting won't add anything, but we can get information about her, right? So that's a pretty good thing.
もういい。リンが私の許可なしで殺さないでとか言っていたけど面倒になったわ。っていうか何よ。何語？食べ物の名前？地名？おまじない？ペット名？ああもう私にわかんない言葉使うとかリンは付き人失格。ムカついたからあなたたちから八つ咲きにしてあげる。
Jeez, this girl has such a short fuse. If you speak, she just flares up. If you're silent, she just flares up. She's a ticking time bomb.
奏者よ、気を確かに持て。言動に惑わされるな。セリフはともかくあのサーバントの実力は本物だぞ。いいノリじゃない。好みじゃないけど気に入ったわ。ダサーバント軽く遊んで殺してあげるわ。いらっしゃい三流サーバントなんて一瞬でリタイアよ。
Alright, it's the same thing.
いいじゃない。美味しそうよあなた。派手にぶちまけてもらおうかしら。食後の運動に遊んであげる。
It's only a one-turn battle.
せいぜいいい声で泣きなさいね。世の美声を見抜くとはなかなかの鑑識眼だが悲鳴を上げるのはそちらの方だぞ。レベルダウンした身で強気じゃない。歴戦のサーバントがどれだけのものか見せてもらうとしましょうか。
Alright, as usual, let's just do this, get 3 our levels, and then let's just do guard for the last ones. We should survive this. Let's go.
天幕よ落ちよロータイクト何それ。喧嘩とチレロサイクト何それ。喧嘩とチレロサイクト何それ。
We got hit. We got hit. Better just survive.
何あなた弱すぎ。セイバーのクラスってそんなにイケてないわけ。
Ah ha ha, very funny.
こやつ細身のくせになんという怪力か。
Lancer's attack power surpasses ours. She's this powerful even without her master around. If Rin has been here, she would have struggled. We would have struggled just to survive for sure.
ああ、たまんない。いい顔で見上げてくれるじゃない、あなた。尊い血筋に対する敬意ができているよね。尊い血筋だ。ええ、その通りよ。バトルは三流だったけどきっちり引き返すあたりオーディエンスとしては一流ね。気になるのね。知りたいのね。ナイスコール。よろしくてよ。そんなに知りたいなら教えてあげる。
How nice of her to give us her true name.
私こそ高貴なる竜の娘、彩色兼備のスーパーソニック。鬼も18番茶も出花。雷鳴とどろく矢の子孫より舞い降りた鮮血の歌うたい。私こそハンガリーにその名も高い。
Well, we already know she's from Hungary. And we know she's a vocalist of some sort, so yeah. That's a lot of info.
そこまでよランさん。新名沸かすとか何考えてんの？後で怒られても知らないわよ。
Saved by the bell, I guess. Rin! Now our opponent has gotten even stronger. Saber and I couldn't stand up to Lancer when she was alone. With Rin, there's no chance of winning. Even running away seems hopeless.
といけない。新名は秘密事項よね。マネージャーと契約した時、おいそれと名乗るなって言われたんだったわ。新名だけじゃなくて能力は全部秘密。あんた他に妙なこと口走ってないでしょうね。
Sort of.
他のこと？ちっとも口走ってないわ。あった。パーフェクト、まさにパーフェクトサイレンス。むしろ会話さえしていないレベルよ。奏者よ、あやつ竜の娘と言っていたな。しっかりバラしてるじゃない。
Okay, these two are perfect for each other.
違うわ、私の責任じゃないのだわ。あのリスマスターの誘導尋問が達人の域に達していただけなのだわ。
Anyway, I do think if you are male Hakuno, she calls you a piglet, so yeah, there's a difference over there.
そんな解消あるわけないでしょ。基本善人で底抜けに間抜けなんだから。あら、なら問題ないじゃない。間抜けなマスターなら秘密の一つや二つ知られたところで怖くはないわ。
Yeah, Lancer, keep underestimating us. That's only gonna go well for you.
っていうか、見なさいよリン。あいつら全然強くないわよ。軽く踊っただけであのありさまだもの。ならここで殺しちゃうのもありじゃない。生贄はもっと欲しいけど、生意気な羊は邪魔なだけ。月の裏側から出ようとする者は何であれ始末する。それが私たちのルールでしょ、リン。
We were ready to run, but that plan got flipped on its head. After Lancer gives her proposal, Rin Tosaka silently accepts.
ほら、女王として命令していいのよ。まずはサーバントを潰して拷問室へ。次にそのマスターの手足を脱いで迷宮の入り口に置いておく。それでそいつを助けに来る後者の生き残りたちを一人一人捕まえて殺していく。
Yeah, I really don't think you're that much of a match for Gawain. There's an eternal sunset here, so you're pretty much screwed.
なんて素敵。想像しただけで頭痛も消えるわ。これって放置プレイっていうのよね。
I don't think that's what it is. What the hell is Surgeon thinking? Purposely leaving my defeated enemy alive and using them as a live bait to make more victims?
そうね、それもありね。この子放っておくといつの間にか逆転するタイプだし、捕まえた他のマスターたちみたいに私の足元にひざまずかせるのも悪くないわ。
I also just noticed that I think it may be my impression, but I think Tosaka's clothes are slightly see-through. Maybe that's just the... Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing in the sprite. Weird. No way, Rin. I can't believe this. I don't know the details how she came to be a queen, but still, if she were to become my enemy, I never believed her true self would change.
お待たせ。それじゃあ弱っちいサーバントから私の槍でミートパイ風味に。でもそれじゃつまらない。ここまでレベルダウンした相手と戦っても張り合いがないでしょ。東坂は常に気高く優雅たれ。とっくの昔に廃れているけど、それがうちの家訓なの。
There it is.
先に帰っていてランサー。こんな雑魚相手にする必要もないわ。本気？まあここはあなたの城だし、そういうことなら様子を見てあげる。
And now we're alone. By Rin's command, Lester left readily. She probably went back to her bear base. Plus, there's no doubt about it, Rin saved us in a roundabout way. For whatever reason, she rescued me out of this big pinch.
何その目。いいこと？私は弱い者いじめはしないって言っただけよ。 別にあなたを気遣ったわけじゃないの。次も懲りずに忍び込んできたら、その時は本気で絞り取らせてもらうか
Yep,
ら。
her tsundere side is really amped up here. Rin says coldly, turning her head away with a But at the moment, an intense electric current ran through my left hand. As if being drawn to Rin's chest, my left hand raised itself in its own.
何よ。いきなり悲しそうな目をしちゃって。だからその目やめてってば。私は女王様だって言ったでしょ。っていうか女王様って呼べ。わかる？こんなのは女王として当然の情けなんだってば。簡単にやっつけてもつまらないから特別に見逃してあげただけ。絶対に勘違いしないでよね。私はあなたのことなんて何とも思ってないんだから。なんと、さすがはリン。よもやそこまでとは。これには世も参ったと言わざるを得ん。
Man, if Saber's saying this, then you goddamn.
これは来てしまったな。今のが何か。至って普通の騎士道精神に基づいた発言でしたが。
I don't think you get it, Gawain. Left hand throbs with a thump. The technique Yara transferred to me rumbles. My eyeballs enter her Rin's chest, and I take sight of the thing rooted in her blood vessels. Ah, so this is...
何この空気。見逃してあげたの私の方よね。なんであんたたちが哀れむような目をしてんの？どういうこと？いきなり胸が苦しい。
SG 判明しました。それがリンさんのシールドを破る秘密です。
This is where the SGs come from. I knew it. Once I decided that both my feet kicked off the ground, I dashed off like an arrow as if my body wasn't my own. Yes, I did it dash towards Rin. I was suddenly pulled into her. Before I could even comprehend what was happening, my left hand dissolved into Rin's wide open chest. Secret Garden. 1. A split second. Within Rin's chest was one of her hidden personal preferences. It raced through the back of my mind like a flash of light.
何よ今の。
Rin's body starts to fade away. No way, did I accidentally do lethal damage to her with that touch? But Rin has neither wounds or is bleeding anywhere.
分身が保ってない。無敵のはずのエゴを消す秘策を持っていたなんて。さすがね、侮っていたわ。やっぱりあなたは私が女王になるための最大の障害ね。
Well, one thing. Even if you glare at me with maximum resentment, I can't do much about it. Please go overestimating me whenever you feel like it.
でも、勝負はここからよ。この私はクォーターに過ぎないわ。これぐらい全然痛くないんだから。
That's basically just telling us what it is. There's three of her, and then the final boss. That's basically the structure of the game. Just a quarter of the whole. What on earth is Rin talking about?
クォーター。あ、もしかして迷宮に入ってからずっと計測されていた生命反応って。やっぱりそうです。あの生命反応は迷宮そのものから発生しているものですが、 ID はリンさんです。その数値から逆算すると、あのリンさんは本体から流出した意識の一部と思われます。
迷宮からミス遠坂の生命反応が。いえ、そもそも精神が流出し、それが独自に活動することなんて可能なのですか？
あなたたちには無理でしょうけど、ムーンセルの秘密を知った私には可能なのよ。いいこと？なんで負けたのかはよくわかんないけど、今回は負けてあげる。でも、最後にこれだけは言っておくわ。ここで消えるのは私の都合だから、決してあんたのためじゃないんだからね。
Soon right to the end, I see.
とにかく今のリンさんの反応はほぼ消えました。迷宮からの生命反応は依然としてありますから、また 入手したデータによりリンさんの隠していた心が判明しました。 SG その1、この思考の名称はですね。
待って、それを知るのは彼女だけにしておきましょう。ミス遠坂の名誉のためです。
You can all probably just deduce it anyways.
今回のは言わずとも分かりますが、教科書に載せたいほどの見事なテンプレ。
全くだ。聞いている者の体温すら上昇させるとは伝統芸能の域だったな。
無念です。私には皆さんの文化がちっとも分かりません。
Now you get used to it, Gawain.
ガウェインはそのままでいいんですよ。それよりさくら、今の SG というのは何の略称ですか？
シークレットガーデンの略称です。ムーンセルのライブラリに登録されていた名称ですので、今後は SG で統一しますね。またシールドの先に比較的安定した構造体を探知しました。そこに桜の木から直接移動できるショートカットを作成できそうです。
それは結構。今後の探索が楽になります。シールドの先に向かってください。その後一度祈祷を。今後の方針を決定しますので、休息をして疲れを取った後、生徒会室で合流しましょう。
Alright. Access the SG menu granted. You can access it in the main menu. Mission clear.
先は気になる。今日のところは戻るとしよう。
You can take a look at the top right where it says floor 1. We have the first free. Anyway, let's take a look at the SG. We'll left Rin for now. And yeah, it's pretty risque, I guess. Picture is only gonna get more and more revealed the more SGs we get. So let's take a look at the profile. These are all voiced, so let's start with your name.
遠坂凛。量子ハッカーとしてはそこそこ有名よ。
What about your height? 159.
159センチ。リアルじゃ周りが大きすぎたけど、ここだと私もごく普通よね。
Yeah, if you remember, Rin edited her avatar, so she is blonde and taller in her real world side. Her birthday, February 4th.
2月4日。最後に祝ったのは何歳の時だっけ？
That's kinda sad. And how do you spend your free time?
フィジカルとメンタルの休養に当ててるわ。休む時休まないと、いざって時動けないもの。
That's pretty reasonable. Overly self-conscious is her secret garden. Pentoska's first SG, Rin herself describes it as the queenly behavior imposed by one's nobility and completely natural for a ruler. Indeed, its meaning is unclear. Another name for it is templation. It comes from the word template, as a model of the standard popular slang term in the 21st century Japan. Humans may, in various moods and circumstances, reject what they like by saying they don't like them, or accept that they hate by saying they don't hate them. The opposite of goodwill isn't ill will, but indifference. To like is the other side of hate. To hate is the other side of like. This kind of dishonesty happens to everyone. It's nothing to be particularly ashamed of. However, there are also cases where those who are prideful behave haughtily to the ones they're interested in, engaging in contradictory behavior. But of course, we wouldn't dare say who. This templation shifts from my, you're not very honest to, wait, aren't we enemies already? Condition only specific to girls. Their prideful act, it's called sun, and when the dependency reaches critical, they turn dere. In other words, a completion of a tsundere. But of course, we wouldn't dare say who. Templation is fated to disappear when love is fulfilled, so it would be called a bittersweet SG. A certain priest said this: once she confesses to her love interest and is fulfilled, she isn't soon or anything no longer, only a despicable impure being. Unfortunately, all that lies past graduation from this SG is becoming an idiotic couple so wrapped up in their love they don't even notice that people are watching. If you were a well-meaning third party, you'd probably have your own thoughts on it, but please kindly watch over them. Alright, we have that one. And that's pretty much all we got. Let's keep going then. There it is. Checkpoint unlocked. Let's go back. Hey Julius, any nuggets of wisdom for us? Your report can wait till after your rest. Lil left a message. Head back to my room and turn in for the day. What? You want a warmer greeting for me? If you can spew that sort of nonsense, you're already used to this strange state of affairs. This is much more than enough for you. I suggest use that excess energy of yours to go back to your room and rest already. I'll put it under consideration. Thanks, buddy. Alright, that's all we got. And let's go. Here we go.
落ち着かぬのか
Hey, Saber. You're not in the greatest condition, it seems. Let's abstain from fighting recklessly, Praetor. And viewing the information matrix. We did get new info, so let's take a look at that. We got, Dragon's Daughter. This servant is turned into a demon by the skilled innocent monster. She may look like a devil, but her horns and tails are that of a dragon. So her canines aren't vampire fangs, but dragon fangs. Innocent monster is a skill that twists one's past and state of being based on the image they've gained since their lifetime. Vlad III, who has the same skill, was made out of as a monster after his death due to the work of a novelist, but she became seen as such due to her deeds in life. Territory Creation B constructs of a prison castle that confines girls within. According to the record, the owner of the castle would capture 5 virgins a day, execute 3 to bathe in their blood, and kept 1 as a pet to torture to death. On the last remaining girl, she gave the right to choose: do nothing and be killed, or try to escape but be betrayed by others and killed, be caught by the castle guards and killed, fall from the castle and have an accidental death, or barely escape with your life and indict the devil, and other such possibilities. Incidentally, the chances of success rate are 1 in 1,000. Yeah, because I think it's not historically, right? This is a legend. Her would be 1,000 victim escaped. Alright, that's it for now. Let's end the day. I guess, yeah, we can take a look at it after, but we already saw it. We withdrew from the Sacred Labyrinth and returned to my room. I extracted Rin's hidden SG. We drove Rin back, but she vanished like a phantom. It looks like it took more energy than I expected to search this unfamiliar labyrinth. The moment I lay down, the rapid sleep fell over me. Saber let out a long sigh too, as if breathing out the fatigue. Wait, maybe Saber feels rather sad and tired. Pardon me, Master, since my powers does not recover, I brought this on such a perilous predicament. I am twofold frustrated. If we were on our previous selves, we could have handily swatted away such a servant. I said this frankly. No, I also feel frustrated. Being helpless against Lester wasn't Saber's fault. It was because Hakuno Kishinami as the master couldn't provide enough backup in and direction. I schooled myself. Before I get my memories back, I need to retrain my body. And that's also what Rin said. If I leave Hakuno Kishinami, she'll turn the tables before I know it. Wonder about being overestimated, but to turn her words into truth, Saber and I need to gather more experience. Experience? Once more, thoroughly. Yes, that does not sound bad, rather it sounds good. Memory aside, I previously was peeved about reacquiring our skills from scratch. Now I have changed my mind. From now on, be diligent in training with me. If we are together, I can strive to flourish more grandly than before. This is good. Saber is acting lively again. Even if my memories are hazy, seeing her beat down hurts me. As a master, although I am imperative that I get my abilities back, bringing back my forgotten memories is still also important. My memory is also my concealed heart. We could work things out quickly if we take the same shape as an SG, like with Rin. SG, huh? You likely will not produce such a thing, for, you see, you are poor at secrecy. I have no secrets. Since I can't even remember those secrets, it sounds pretty obvious. Then it's the same for Saber. Of course not. I am not with secrets. Half my life was a struggle for power, mixing secret plots with lust. To you, no. Because it is you, there is much I cannot say. A secret is the maiden's weakness, frightened by love. If you're a proper woman, know this. Well, honestly, I have but 3 of them. Whenever I divulge them or not depends on this adventure. I look forward to it, Praetor. Again, Saber is the easiest one to get the SGs. I don't think you need to do all that much to get her. The other servants you need to do extra steps. Even Saber has an SG. Really, it might be more correct to say had. I wonder how much Saber as my past self knew. I need to reconfirm them again through this battle. To access Saber's SG granted, access to her granted. You may view it from the SG menu. Draw out your servant's secrets is essential to develop your relationship. In my room, be active in developing your relationship with your servant. Let's save. And let me check. We have time for a little bit more. Nope, no. At least to talk before we head into the next part. 2nd floor. It's the first night since I've extracted an SG. There's been no recall from my install of the 5 meditations. I feel great. First thing is to stop by the student council room. I'll need advice on what to do now. Alright, before that, let's take a look at Saber's SG.
今はただセイバーと呼ぶがよい。失われた世の神明もいずれ時が来れば思い出せよう。
Indeed, let's only hit this. We will get her, I think, let me take a look. In Chapter 3, so yeah. We only get her first SG in Chapter 3. So there's that. Anyways, let's go into my room and talk to Saber again, see if she has anything special to say.
しばしの休息を。
Nothing really new, okay. Sometimes she does have new things to say, so you need to go back immediately. It's a bit awkward there, but what do you do? Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same. Only chapter by chapter they change their dialogue. Yeah, okay, it's the same thing. Alright. Let's see, does Shinji have anything to say? Or you? Nah, nothing really. What about you, buddy? Yep, so Tosaka is the culprit behind this weird situation, right? Man, what the hell is she doing? Don't tell me she was so scared of losing to me that she ran from the Holy Grail War. That's actually kinda cute. You gotta remember this guy's like 9 years old, 8 years old, so yeah. Alright, I don't think Kiara is, downstairs. Let's check. Oh, she is, yeah. Let's see what she has to say. Splendidly done. You safely obtained her in secret, your SG, as you call it. However, please, people have many secrets. It is likely that one will not suffice. Please be prepared for more. Alright, nothing new. It's always good to explore the school before we talk to the council. What about you? No, alright, it's the same thing. Alright, let's go to the... actually, no, let's go to... Karigiri, their Jinako. You have anything to say? Nope, alright, let's go into the student council then.
Ohayou gozaimasu. それでは全員揃ったところで今後の方針を話し合いましょう。まずはミス東坂について。彼女は自分のことをエゴと呼んでいました。さくらの話ではあのミス東坂は本体から流出したコピー。電
脳魔ウィザードが刺激するファミリアゴブリンの類だな。 本来なら術者の好みを反映した適正エネミーに過ぎないのだが、人格をコピーした分身となると容量がいくつあっても足りん。
市場ではそうでしょうね。リンさんはムーンセルの演算機能で自分の分身を動かしているんだと思います。
なるほど。月の女王と名乗ったのは伊達ではありませんね。あの分身は A ランクのマスター性能でした。それでクォーターということは本体がどれほど強力なのか逆算できます。ことは予想以上に厄介なようです。今は少しずつでも分身を攻略していくことが近道かもしれません。
Yeah, that seems like the only reasonable solution right now.
次に桜迷宮について、シールドの奥に新たな階層が確認されています。これより下の階層は表側に通じていると見ていいでしょう。なぜなら
遠坂凛が守っていたからだが、
Yeah.
奴は月の裏側から出さないと宣言した。
It's a reasonable deduction, right?
であるなら道が塞がれていた理由は一つ。あの迷宮が外に通じているからだ。
はい、それが論理的帰結というものです。まあなぜミス遠坂がこんな強行に及んだのか。我々を月の裏側に閉じ込め、おかしなランサーをサーバントにし、あれだけの力を持ったのか。
It does seem a bit of a character.
その経緯は依然として不明ですが、確かなことは彼女が我々の知っている遠坂凛とは違う。
You're right, I'm not in agreement. I think back to the carnage of that torture chamber inside the castle. I don't think Rin would do such a thing. Even if she did, there must be a reason for it.
そうでしょうか。レディ・リンは聖杯戦争でも我々の最大の敵でした。
Yeah, yours.
今回の強行もレオを打倒するための作戦かもしれません。彼女は合理主義者でした。マスターたちから魔力を奪い、自らを強化することも辞さないのでは。
I hate to say it, but I can't refute that. Rin Tosaka could sometimes be a nice person, while the other's a level-headed wizard. She might really have cast aside her pride intending to beat Leo, otherwise. No, I don't think Rin is like that. No, Gawain's opinion only amount to a possibility. The Rin Tosaka I know wouldn't do such a thing.
僕も同感です。ミス遠坂に限ってそんなことは絶対にないと断言します。
それはなぜですか？私には状況的にイーブンに思いますけど。
簡単ですよ。僕はある意味誰よりもミス遠坂を信用していますから。彼女は正気を失っています。何らかの方法で正気に戻したい。
Well, that's nice at least.
それが今後の生徒会の方針です。異論のある人はいますか？
Leo. For some reason, a warm feeling is welling up inside me. I never knew Leo trusted Rin, his rival as the Holy Grail wore so much.
では次のオペレーションはミス遠坂と接触し、彼女の言動から何があったのかを探ることになります。ですがサーバントとランサーの実力差はまだ埋められません。僕は会長ですからおいそれと生徒会室から動けません。ですのでしばらくは撤退を基本にして桜迷宮で経験を積みましょう。
そうだな。せめてもう一人まともに戦えるサーバントがいればいいのだが。
Since he's a president, he can't leave the student council room, he says. That reasoning aside, I need Leo to back me up. It would definitely be great if we have one more master with a sustained servant contract, but...
あれ？用務員室のジナコさん、サーバントと契約してますよ。
Dun, dun, dun.
何？
なんですって。
Of course, she shows up now.
思わぬ展開に甲羅が布団に。っていうかさくらさん、なんてこと言うっすか。人の装備を作るなんてプライバシーの侵害っす。
おや、盗み聞きはプライバシーの侵害ではないと。
Nice comeback, Leo.
ま、害がないようなので放置していましたが、 事情が変わりました。用務員室へ。貴重な戦力を寝かせてはおけません。ジナコさんをここに連れてきてください。
I didn't see this coming at all. I don't think I can convince Jineko this easily, but I'll try heading to the janitor's closet anyways. Anyways, how's everyone going? You want to know about Jineko? As far as I know, she hasn't taken a single step outside the janitor's closet. I don't have any new information on her. My apologies. Nothing new. Alright, what about you, big guy? Yeah, I said Shuin. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before, but also like I never have. Well, it's okay. My policy to forget is to forget the small stuff. Uh-huh.
実に喜ばしい。
Splendid work on the first floor. You fought differently from back in the Holy Grail War. Found myself fixed to the monitor. The characteristics of later Rin's labyrinth will eventually, continuously change. Please be stilled for it. Oh fuck. About backing you up inside the labyrinth. Even if Lady Sakura says she'll aid us, it is difficult for Leo to do alone. I desire the addition of a new member post haste. How is persuading Miss Jinoko faring? If we can add her fighting power to her own, I'm sure we'll find a way to even defeat Lancer. Even a new member joins in school dramas. It's a huge highlight of the story. Let's get out and make some progress. Still, a technique that deduces secrets of the mind and reveals them, huh? If it gets rid of the wall guarding the person's mind, that means trespassing on another person's core. So I shouldn't call it a medicine. I don't think. Okay, it's the same dialogue as before. Same dialogue as before. Let's get out of here. Hey, Shinji. Yeah, you're the same perfect thing, whatever. Hey, Shinji, doing anything? Same thing. Alright, let's get out of here. Hey, Kotomini, how's it going? The door for the janitor's closet is shut tight. It's locked. She truly has no intention of leaving. What should we do, Praetor? Naturally, there's only one thing we can do. I put my hand on the door and start shouting while trying to force it open. Jinako Kirigiri, I need to talk to you. Open up! No thanks. Who do you think you are, my mom? Just leave me the hell alone. I mean, leaving here would be stupid. Coming back to the Holy Grail War means killing each other, you know? Why would I want that? Not to mention, this place is the best. I don't know who's paying the electric bill here, but the network here is lightning fast. And this hard drive isn't in terabytes, but unlimited. I can enjoy all of Earth's amusements, and I don't even need my protein shakes. I too want to leave this paradise. You're the weirdos. A cultist. I'm gonna chill. Being the winter once over here. You can have your Sakura hedge maze. Go have fun killing yourselves out there. I'm not getting through to her. Jinako has no intention of listening to us. Since she was eavesdropping in our conversation in the student council room, she should have already known what's going on. And since she has clever enough to do with this, a half-hearted attempt to convince her won't get her into that room. Saber? Ah! Your hesitation annoys me. My operator has been so cordial that you lack the courtesy to even show yourself. Just broke the lock. It broke. No, she broke it. The enraged Saber strikes and destroys the multi-layered lock. It begins. Let us trample them, Praetor. Saber rushes into the room and reaches out to the snail, Jinako Kirigiri, sprawl out across the futon. Right before... There he is.
こちらも契約上の役割がある。これ以上の狼藉は看過できない。手を引けセイバー。見た通りの生き物だが、ジナコは俺の主人だ。手を出されればこちらも出さねばならん。
Give me a second. I want to check something. Okay, so yeah, this is not his debut, but he did show up in his debut. I think, from what I'm seeing correctly, was in Apocrypha in 2012, and this game released in 2013. So yeah, it was by a few months, but yeah.
なんと
Saber stops moving. Not because that light surprises her. Saber's genuinely amazed by the power of the servant before us. A black and gold of a lean figure, tranquil, yet spear-sharp eyes. Wrapped in a length of white hair, his tight-shut lips signify his quiet disposition. This is Jineko's servant. Even an amateur like me as a master can tell from a glance. This servant is a match for Leo's Gawain, or he might be even a greater heroic spirit. Yeah, he's pretty fucking powerful.
出てきちゃった。何が俺の主人だっすか。買い出しもスレ監視もできないくせにサーバント面だけは一丁前っすね。
そうだな。俺の先導スキルはお前の卓越した嵐技術に遠く及ばない。しかしそれは自明の理。その域に達するには人生の大半を無駄に使うよりあるまい。武芸に生きた俺にはお前の技術はあまりに遠い。一種異様にさえ見える。実に大したものだ。何の役に立つかは理解できないが、他人の評価にそれほどの情熱を持つと。俺には真似のできん苦行。我が主人ジナコカリギリ。お前は何のために生きている？
Good question.
これだよ、キング。カールナさんってば。
Ah, but she just said her name. Never mind. I don't need to pretend anymore. Yeah, this is Karna from Fate Apocrypha. Karna. That's this servant's true name. Wait, and what is Jinako herself that let it slip? That means...
そうっすよ。僕は聖杯戦争にも興味はないし、外に出ることなんてもっと嫌っす。だってこいつ全然役に立たないし、掃除も苦手、冗談も苦手、ゲームも下手。口を開ければ僕へのため出しばかり。エリートゲーマーな僕には全然ふさわしくないハズレサーバント。それがこのカルナさん。そんな彼と一緒に戦うなんて不可能です。ああ、ジーナコさん翔太サーバントが欲しかったのにな。あのエロ女のアンデルセンタンみたいな天真爛漫な美少年なら飯馬だったのに。いや、まだ会話とか録音してないんすけど、きっと天使のような声と性格のはず。ジナコさんそのあたり目ざといっすよ。
Karna's defending Jinako without saying a word. Karna's vigilance must be why Saber hasn't said a word. I don't need any hostility. I don't feel any hostility from Karna, but I don't see an opening either. This silent fighting spirit, this clearly more than Saber can handle. There's no need to even guess what the outcome would be if we fought this servant. The funny thing is, the only one who didn't know how outmatched we were was Karna's master, Jinako.
悪いな。今回はお前たちが正しい。ジナコの言い分は子供のわがままに近い。
僕は子供じゃないっす。これでも立派な。いや、立派なヤングアダルトっす。
だが、下牛には下牛なりの矜持があることも知ってほしい。今回はそれでよしと引いてもらえないか。
Yeah, I guess we have no choice, really. Karna quietly coerces us, or rather, he sincerely entreats us, threats us, or whatever. We'll probably get into a fight with Karna if we try to pressure Jinako, and even if we go together with Jinako into the Sakura labyrinth, she probably won't fight. Karna's right. All we can do now is back down.
礼を言う。協力はできないが、ジナコはこの通り寂しがり屋だ。懲りずに訪れてやってくれ。
Will do.
ジーナコさん寂しくなんかないっす。あんたは僕のお父さんっすか？
すまんが、年齢的に無理がある。弟ということにしておいてくれ。
さんと言うべきでしょう。
What a strange pair. Their speech and personalities are at gripes with each other, but even though Jinako seriously despises Karna, their mood doesn't feel that hostile. Karna probably rejects Jinako. As a result, Jinako is just throwing a tantrum by herself.
もういい。少しは協力すればいいんでしょ。こ
Yeah?
れからは生徒会会議にモニターから参加してあげる。だから早く出ていけ。
Thank you, that's all we asked for.
ジナコさんもう寝る。なんか面白いイベントが発生したら起きてやるっす。
Well, that was that. We'll leave behind an unlocked janitor closet. I kinda expect this would happen, but I guess there's no helping it. Still, I feel a little uneasy with just how Saber and I... But let's begin the search of the second labyrinth. Alright, let's talk to people. We now can enter the janitor's closet, no problem. Jinako is sound asleep. She doesn't plan on waking up anytime soon. And any plans after that are TBD.
すまない。
Jinako seems to be sleeping with her eyes open. Perhaps it's another part of her training. I'm sorry, but leave her for the time being. There we go, we got a little scene there with Jinako. We got other little scenes if you go visit her from time to time, which is it's quite fun. I think this guy's a reference to something, but I don't really know what. Anyways, oh, got a minute. Mr. Codes is just that, which is way too expensive for us still. Yeah, we don't have enough for that. Let's buy some, Don't really have much, so let's buy 2 of those. We will get better opportunities to grind later. Let's see, does she have anything new to say? Nah, alright. Let's go to the, we can just teleport there directly. I don't know why I always do this. And talk to everyone before we leave. How did it go with Jinako? She really won't leave the janitor closet, will she? The custodial room is similar to my room for Yuki Shinami, but since it's in an almost offline state, I worry a little. Viruses won't be getting in, but if some accident were to happen... Nah, he's still fixated on Kiara. Never mind. Heroic Spirit Karna. If I recall correctly, he was in the Mahabharata. I don't really. That the H and B combo is really throwing me off. Of Indian legends, he was a hero who was defeated. He's not well known, but he has been described as being a warrior who was the great hero Arjuna's arch rival. It is said that his true power surpasses that of even Arjuna's, so that the gods used several means to defeat him. It is incredible that Jinako Karigiri contracted with such a powerful servant. Neat is exactly the fearsome occupation. Oh, Gawain, please don't lump Neats with that. Alright, same thing. What about you, Julius? It's unfortunate we failed to persuade Miss Karigiri. I suppose we tried to persuade her too early. The Jinako seems like she could be useful. Well, figures. She refused to even show up in the student council room. Can't expect miracles to happen now. Indeed. Anyways, let's see if Shinji has anything to say about this development. Oh, SG, huh? Making walls in the labyrinth for the walls in people's hearts. What kind of shady joke is that? It's fine to ignore stuff like other people's feelings. There's just an impasse. If there's an impassable wall, why don't you smash it into pieces? Let's go to my room, see if Saber has anything to say, then we can just head out. Nah, business as usual. And might as well take a look at the Matrix, see if we have anything we have for Karna. Golden armor. In Hindu mythology, the golden armor and earrings worn by the hero Karna. Karna's mother, Kunti, feared being an unmarried woman and prayed for the armor and earrings from Surya in order to protect her son. A powerful defensive dual phantasm that emits the radiance of the sun itself. Since its light itself, given shape, Even a god would be have difficulty destroying it, so Indra worked hard to circumvent it. In the myth, Indra took the form of a Brahmin and visited Karna's castle. He approached Karna as he was bathing and said, "Allow me to carry the things allow me to have the things to carry." Karna had sworn to not refuse a request from a Brahmin during this time. While aware of Indra's trap, he accepted the request and handed over what he had asked, the armor that was the only proof of his lineage. While taking them from him in his myth, Karna still possessed it as a servant. Seemingly weighty, is an invincible armor that protects against all manners of harmful interference, be physical or conceptual. As long as he wears it, the damage Karna takes is reduced to 1/10. I also noticed that he isn't wearing that armor in the art. Take a bit of a look at that. Anyway, that was a Karna. Get out of here. And we can go into the schoolyard, where we are gonna end today's part. Let's see, do you have anything to say? You should have a map of Sakura Labyrinth if you're ever thinking, man, this is so small, then press the select button. Then you will be able to see a bigger map. Be careful though, it won't show you places you haven't been to before. And that's gonna be the end for the vid. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra CCC. Ciao.